Hello everyone, we're back again with Hearts of Iron 3, the American campaign, and we are, of course, invading Japan. So, here we have an awful lot of troops. So, now, so these are kind of what we're planning to do, sort of spread out that way, all that kind of stuff. These guys can make their way across, which is good. And start taking Tokushima, Kochi, Matsuyama, Ozu, and things of that nature. And we can go down to Tokuyama and Hiroshima. And these other guys can also then make their way up. Once we get a decent port, we've got a reasonable one there. So we've lost one of the CAGs, but that's not the end of the world. Now, the staging area is this lovely little island here on Iwo-jima. So that's pretty much where the staging point is now. If we undo our, just get the ships up, like so, we have the transport fleet there, and we have the 4th transport fleet also there. So what we need to do is check to make sure we've got no more troops available to us for the time being. Now, there was a section of troops. I'm going to put it to political map mode, because I tend to prefer that one. These guys are relaxing for the time being. We will move them there for the time being, and then attack with infantry, followed up by support attack with light. So that's probably going to be the best bet there. There's a reasonable amount of troops there, and there is a good collection of HQs there, but we're going to leave those guys there. Now, over here, pretty much all HQs and 1 Marine, and here. So, I think that's pretty much it, troops-wise. I think I've transported all the troops I can over to this area here. And as you can see, if I highlight that lot, 65 divisions of what, 10,000? There's about 650,000 men invading at the moment, so quite pleased with that. So what we're going to do then, these guys are moving, these guys are a little bit low on resources, and we'll move those guys that direction. Those guys can't move. These wonderful fellows are connected to CNC West, so we'll detach them. But they're all armour. So what I need really is these guys to get there quickly. Right, so those guys need to rebase to the carrier, which I'll have in a second. So let's unpause it, put it to 2. And let's get underway. So these guys are now pushing in that direction, as are the Marines. You can see a little bit of ground attack going on there. Let's get the, this is Setting Sun is our campaign name. So these guys are looking okay. Those guys are moving that direction. Yeah, Panama, you can do whatever the hell you want. Now, these guys are moving up to support, so what I think I should do is send those guys and those guys. Just a little bit of light in that way. Right, so here's the fort. Now what I'm going to do, get rid of those ones. Who the hell is... oh, God. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of those fellas, attack with those, and then support the attack with the armor. So that will work there. Now these guys cannot move. Oh, they can. I tell a lie. These guys are moving over here, and as you can see, these guys are pushing pretty hard. They are armor, but they're pushing pretty hard. Now, what we also need to do is, up here, air superiority. And we'll have these guys up here with air superiority as well. Just have them up there so it saves them doing too much damage to my troops. Now, this is a bunch of infantry, which needs to be detached from there. Okay. Now, what to do? Once I've established this area, I'll start bringing command structure up here and start building it a little bit better. There's Matsumoto, Toyota, Hamamatsu, Toyama, Nagano. So I apologise to any Japanese viewers who might be watching for my pronunciation of your country names. Okay, so those guys are all moving, or most of them are. We've got 2 lines moving that way. Yeah, I need to do the structure, because otherwise they're not going to be getting what they need to get. So, what we're after is the First Army Group. Where are they? No, that's not them. CNC West is fine. The 8th Army. Okay, so there's the 8th Army, and there's a lot of them in there. So what we'll do is we'll take that guy, and we shall rebase him to here, and then we shall get the 8th Army, which should, let's have a look, 25th and 26th, yeah. So all of those guys will go there. Now, what extra troops? Oh, babies. Lovely. Cincy West, Cincy West, Cincy West, Cincy West, Cincy West. Okay. So those guys are going to make their way over here. And the remaining ones, those fellows will go back to here, to the west coast. Ah, here they are. Move. And pick up all those fellows. Now, who have we got here? And who do we have here? Yep, more of those guys. So we'll close, 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 close. There. Okay, so let's see what else have we got there. US Marine Division, Cincy West, and them. So we'll transfer more troops in. And let's see, has our transport made it down there? No, not yet. But what we will do is we'll put our submarine division on patrol. Okay, so let's see, 89%. That's looking pretty good. Now, is that an urban area? Yes, it is. So I'm going to have to... Oh, for God's sake. I bet he is too, the bugger. I'm going to have to set these 2 to attack, and then the remaining 2 I knew it. Bloody knew it. Cheeky sods. Bloody Japs. I'm taking over their flipping homeland, and they're still choosing to attack Iwo Jima. Just gotta admire the tenacity. So what we'll do is we'll take... Yeah, I know, shut up. One section go that way. And the other section go that way. And detach them. So we'll keep these guys here. And let us proceed forward. support that attack. Oh, no, never mind. We shall... Yeah, we'll... Yeah, we'll support that attack. These guys can move into there. Little section of Marines, so I might... There's always the possibility of something going on. Strategic Bomber Wing. Oh. Never mind. So, the transport should be here by now. Or possibly not. Oh, he's still en route. Okay, so we'll leave him be while we deal with Japan. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's move those guys up in there. These guys have a 1%. Okay. What we'll do then is we will move up a nice selection. Oh, bugger. Hate it when that happens. Detach. So that's mixed arms and down to about there, I think. Get them in there, and then I'll use them to support that attack there. Okay. Sweden's mobilising? Really? Okay, so... Let's see. Let us attack that as well. So there we go, that's changed the balance very quickly. And there. Ah, excellent. So let us move the... Can they not go anywhere? No, no supplies yet. Okay, so let's check on that tranny. Transport's there. There we go. It's the transport. You are wonderful. We love you. And let's just detach that from everybody. Okay. Now, over here, we should have... Here we go. These guys. Let us now transport them to there. Okay. And where's that submarine? Have I lost my sub? Oh, bloody hell. I think I may have done. No, he's... They're wandering around out there somewhere. So, as you can see, let's move those guys there. No, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. And those guys are moving in as well. Actually, you know what? I think these guys have got this section. So, I'm going to move them there. And we are going to attack that. See, it's the hillmen. The trouble with the hill guys, they're not going to have much success there. Okay. Down to Fuchu. No, can't move to Izumu. Those guys are busy over there. We'll put them there. Majima. Okay. So. Ooh. Oh no. I lost me subs. Oh well, never mind. So those guys are making their way back there. These guys can move out of the way. So at least then it's kind of armour against Marines, we'll see. We shall see. Now, obviously, the advantage we have got... Where's another good spot? See, that could be another good spot to invade for the other Marines and the other arms that I've got coming. Okay, so let's see. How many of these little fellas do we have? Oh, too many to fit in a single ship. That's a bit annoying. Oh, there we go. See how many of those. We fit? No. So, let us transport to... I wonder. Should we transport to there? Because what I could do is then move my Marines back and use them to... Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm going to rebase them there. I'm then going to get all of my Marines, which is all these lots, who are now in the process of dealing with this lot here, and use them to attack up, further up, so to speak. So let's have a look. Okay, still got plenty of troops in there. So... those guys are moving out. We shall send these guys... No, actually, we won't send those guys. We'll send that one up to Wajima. And these guys, can they? No, not yet. So that there is all... Okay. Oh, submarine division. Yay. Okay, so submarine division. Okay. We'll have to deploy the subs up here, I guess. Here we go. Put them up at CNC West. And then move them there. Okay, so we have now got a nice collection of subs. Which we will merge together and send over to Saipan. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Let's see, can we move these guys in as well? So these guys here, we shall select those there to go in that, and then the remaining ones to support, which is good. Took it off political map mode for some odd reason. Now, what have we got here? Closing there. Marines. These Marines. No, can't move. Yeah. Very low on resources. Okay. So, we have the 8th Army here now. And we have the 25th Corps, which has somebody down here. What the hell? Okay, you're out of that. And so, the 25th Corps is good. So there we go, the 26th Corps, that's fine. So, what I'm going to try and do is break up the corps accordingly. Aha! Accordingly! Yeah, okay. So, these guys here. So what we'll do is, there's the 8th Army. Okay. So, what we'll do then is, we will take one of these, and turn it into the 28th Corps. Now, attached to the 28th Corps, we'll get them roll out of the way, and we shall attach these guys to the 28th. Here we go, and then that to the 28th, and that to the 28th, and that to the 28th. Okay. And these guys here we'll make into the 29th Corps and send Mr. 29th Corps back to HQ. Okay. And over here we'll make these into the 30th Corps, and then we will attach the 30th Corps to the 8th Army. So that's looking okay there, and then we'll send our HQ fellow back there. Now, if I'm right in thinking, yeah, that guy. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move. Where's he moving? Let's move the one guy that isn't attached, which I think is the bottom guy, is it? Is it that one? Yeah. Let's move him there, and then we'll attach those corps together. So we can see now, here is the 8th Army with multiple corps underneath. So if we look here, the 8th Army with the 25th and the 30th and the 26th. So there we go. Now, that is more than... Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is take that lot out, and that one as well, and then make them into their own corps, and then take the 31st Corps and put them in there, and then attach him to the 8th Army. So, as you can see, it's all progressing fine. So these guys here, minus the HQ, can move. These guys can move. Let's see. Is that hills? Yes, it is. Move. And then these guys. Okay, there's that one. He's not attached to anything, is he? Let's move him into there with that guy. Now, if I'm right in thinking, there needs to be... There we go. So the 5th Army group, which is good. Who shall we have? Oh, God, there's nobody. Right, where's the 4th Army group? 4th Army group, where are you? Okay, give me a second. Okay, right, so let's have a look. There's the 1st Army group, okay. The 2nd Army group, also there. Let's just pause that. Okay. Asia Pacific, who's in charge there? Marshall. Here we go. So what we'll do is we'll just put some old no-hoper in there. And then we shall try and put Marshall in charge of the... There we go. Field Marshal Marshal. So that's pretty much what we're after. So he's now in charge of the 5th Army Group, which is good. And there's the 28th Corps, the 4th Armoured Division. Okay, that's understandable. So what we'll do is, aside from all the HQs, let's get them split out. Leave you there. Okay, so HQ's making their way back. Let's see, they're moving into there. These guys are all part of a single corps, which is wonderful. And of course everybody's all in here now, aren't they? Including, oh, where's the transport gone again? Let's have a look. Where is my sub-barons? Ah, so there's the... Is that... Oh, that is them. Okay, so they're doing their thing. Now, let's get back to boating and find out where that transport... So they did bring them in. Oh, okay. Ah, yes, see, so there they are. So I'll deal with those marine divisions shortly. These guys can move back down to here. And these guys can move into there. These fine fellows here. Actually, no, these fellows. Screw it, leave it to them. Leave them to it, so to speak. He's moving out of the way. Can they move? Yeah, they can move a bit. Okay, so we're speeding through the system here. What are they attached to? Nothing. So I'll create a new thing for them. So there's Marshall. Okay. Good. Aircraft hangar advance. Aircraft carrier hangar advance, I should say. So we'll bring this guy down and into there. Gotta be careful because this guy is going to end up being attacked from multiple directions, which is never good. You see these guys are about to break soon, so it's only a matter of time before we get Nagoya as a port. Now, okay, where are they being attacked from? Oh, from there, I'm guessing. So let's see. Ooh, aero engine advance, lovely. We likey. So these guys will have to move there. These guys can move there. Are they all part of? Yes, they are. That's good. These guys, except for those two, can all become part of the 32nd Corps, which will now attach to the 8th Army. And that HQ can now move down to there. So we should have the 5th Army Group, which is down here, with the 8th Army attached to it. With, oh, crikey. Producing more goods. Okay, good. Pause that a second. So here are all the corps. So I think you can have a maximum of 5 corps under a single army. So there's not really much I can do after that. I'll have to create a new army, which is fine. I have no problem with that. Let's move these guys down. We can move them over here and take out that area as well, I think. Okay. So these guys are doing alright. Now, what I think we need to do is take one of these, whoops, no, not one of those, and then say upgrade, and then upgrade to the 9th Army. There we go. and then attach the 9th Army to the 5th Army group. So that means 5th Army group, 9th Army, and the 33rd Corps. So let's move the 33rd Corps over there. Now, what we can do is take all of those guys and have a mixed of sections. So what I want to do is take all the Marines together. Okay. And we'll move them there. But we'll also create the 34th Corps and attach them to the 9th Army. Put them in there. Now let's have a look at the supplies on here. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, we'll see. Political mappy modi. Right, so here is the HQ moving back. Here are some of the Marines, which I will put in here and here. So that is the 32nd Corps, and we'll have some random nobody in there. But I'll put him in there because he'll need to stay with those guys. And that is the 32nd Corps. Yep, they can go there as well. As he has no leader. JJ Bradley, there we go. And so they'll be there because we're going to be sending those guys up here to the Sapporo. And they're going to try and take that area there. So we're looking at 1946. Yeah, the war's still dragging on. See, they're still trying to defeat these guys. So look at them. These guys are really holding out well, I have to say. So let's unpause it. Okay, so let's see what we can do. He's making his way back to there for reasonable supplies. That's fine. We have these guys who are all relatively... Oh, 28th Corps. Chapman. There we go. And, okay, let's see what we have here. Troops, that's Hills. He should be moving back there. It's worth a go, isn't it? Let's see. Against garrison troops. It's not looking good for them. So, let's see. There's that. These wonderful people are moving around. Nagano, we have one. Wonderful. These guys here, we shall do air superiority. Okay, so... Right, let's see. Okay, diddly do. So there's the 9th Army there, which has no leader. De la Mesa Allen. Oh, I like that name. Let's just give him a couple of levels of promotion. Now, let's see. He should be moving back. 31st Corps. Ah, Creighton. Let's see. God, what's taking these fellows? Taking so long to move anywhere. Now. God, break already. Oh. So let's see. It should be these two here. Should be moving to there. Why have they not moved, you silly boys? And who is he attached to? He is attached to that, so we can go there. Okay, so troop organisations. 3 of these. So we'll take 2 lights and 3 infantry. Yeah, 2 lights, 3 infantry. Sorry, 2 light armour and then 3 infantry. And put them together to make the 35th Corps and add them to the 9th Army. Let's give them a leader. General Greiner. Okay, so there's the 34th Corps, move them there. And then these guys here, what we shall do is move them that way, I think. We're getting sneaking around there, I think. So, 35th Corps, he's moving. Those guys move there. These guys can move there. 35th Corps, final guys, whatever it's called, and the final set down there. There we go. Now they're all moving there. These guys, what to do. They're all Marines, and they're all part of the 34th Corps. So they have a collection there. Okay, oh brilliant. Excellent, we've finally taken that area. Now, let us stop that attack. Move these guys up here. What have we got here? So that's a nice combo there. Are they in a... No, they're not. Okay, so that's a good combo to have. We'll attach these guys into the 9th Army. And then 36th Corps can have themselves a leader, and he can go and sit there. So let's see. So get rid of those lots. Do they all have a... Yeah, they do have a commander. That's good. Okay, so as you can see, all of these guys, 12 land units, 120,000 men, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, which one's the smaller? It's that one. No, it's not that one. It's that one. Rebase them. And then I'm going to send all of them except the headquarters up to invade up here as well, and then we can close in from 2 directions. So there they all are. Get rid of the HQ, load. And what we'll also then do is take these guys, put them in there, and also transfer these guys out in a second. There we go, so they're on their way, and let's go to that. There we go. We're away for the second part of the invasion. And let's see. Oh, crikey, really? Oh, guilt. Okay, so let's move these guys down. Take Hiroshima, which is nice. No big explosions for Hiroshima in this reality, which I'm quite happy about. Now, let's see. This is a bit messy here. Those hill guys need to get out of there. Let's see. The Marines I need out of there. So I will move them to here. These guys need to move in. And he needs to move there to support that lot. Okay. Do these guys have any kind of... No, they don't. So let's add them. Put the HQ down there. Is that right? No, there. Who's the other one I just moved down there? Anyway, so we'll put in Mr. Robertson in there. And these two don't have any selections. These two don't. So I think, let's see. No. Oh, God. Okay, so we lost a few transports. What? Really? Ah. Battle of Akura Bay. Let's see what they've got. Okay. That's good. How many boys have I got there for the invasion? "24 versus 8, so a couple of carriers. It's not too bad. Japan's fleeing, good. And now we're invading. With a section of troops. So it may not be as many as I'd hoped, because we did kind of lose a few of them. Let's move them down there. Right, so these guys here, 28th Corps, I need to move up to here so he can get more supplies. Okay. Oh man, lost another flotilla. God damn it. I really hope I'm not losing lots of men. It's the real killer for me at the moment. Okay, so let's see. A lot of troops still remaining, I think. Okay, so let's get sorted. Good. Close. There's a section there, which will be the 38th Corps. Let's attach them to the 9th Army. And so 38th Corps will go to there. And he can move up. So can he. And him. There we go. So if we do the 38th Corps there, they aren't moving, but they should be. And they aren't moving, but they should be. So let's see how... Oh. Send them back down there fast. Rebase. So, let's see. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I'm thinking, if I break them up into sections of 3, like this, and send 3 that way, and then three that way. Let's see how they get on. Okay. Oh, crikey. Let's send these guys back. What? Oh, God. Rebase and get repaired. Move them into here. Move these guys into here. Was that Beppu? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so they're all doing their thing there. Let's see, do we have any? Yeah, we do. Rebase, cancel for the time being. So I'll send them back there. Okay, supply from Osaka. What? No. Bitch. Hey guys, Chad here. Now, as you can see, my game literally crashed just as I was about to end the episode, and I only ever save it at the end of an episode. So, essentially, I'm kind of stuck with a little bit of an issue. Now, the question is, for you guys, is do you want me to just play through the episode again and record it, or would you like me to play it offline so then you can see how I proceed from that point onwards? If you can let me know in the comments below, I'd greatly appreciate it, and thanks for your patience.